no matter. Okay, well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Speed Force Race today with the usual host of mine, GP1. It's been hosted by yours truly once again. It's myself, SFR Oliver, and today, join me for a second time actually in 2 weeks. I got Mr. Sonic Hawk with me, the big man, the big boss. The man's on fire in GP4 today, and who actually won this race earlier this week. So hello, Sai, how you doing today?
Hi, hey mate, thanks for having me. I'm doing good. What about you?
Oh, mate, rushed. Rushed, that's what it is. Absolutely
All right,
rushed.
so
I got
let's
the
jump
game
out of the
sound. I
action
got
right
game
away.
sound again. I've just got game sound again. That's good. I fixed the game sound. At least I've done something
Awesome.
right. So,
So yeah, we've got both the racing points out.
yep,
They're within a
notice.
second of each other. Beastars and Jensen. Let's not
Yep.
forget that Beastars, it's his promotion, it's his debut in GP1. He got promoted from GP2 last week, so it'll be interesting to see how he fares along with the big boys.
I see. Fair enough. That's good. That's good to hear. So if I do apologize for me the stream being a little bit late than ever because I completely forgot that we're doing GP1 today. That was a complete bad. I actually saw. I heard a phone go. I heard my phone go off with a notification going off that Lyronix has sent me an invite to watch to F1. I was like, oh no, I'm commentating today. I was like big face palm moment of mine. That was a real bad part on. Real bad memory for my part. Everyone forgets at points, don't they, Si? Everyone forgets. But
Yeah, I think we are all humans after all.
yeah, true. Whilst Beast is going round, this is his course. What Si said is his promotion. Big news today off track, Si. That SFR is going to GT Sports. Well, how does that come around?
Yeah, so we had Rage and Gareth showing some interest, and once the conversation popped up, there were other drivers who showed interest. So we thought, okay, why not give it a go? Let's see how it goes. So I think the boys were brilliant in coming up with the entire strategy of how to run it, which cars to choose, and everything. So yeah, I'm interested to see. So this Sunday we'll be having a test race, and after that we go ahead with the series.
That's fantastic. Fantastic news, man. That is real good news for SFR in general. Actually getting SFR to expand into new games. Now GT Sport is coming on now. The game is still old. Don't forget, GT Sport is actually quite an old game, but it's really held up to itself, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And as you see, we see B-Stars crossing across the track with a 29.2. Wow.
Good lap for Beast House as Jensen does a 31-1. Mostly for him, he's going to probably be that's a bank lap in my view for Jensen, as Axel BGN does a 32-6, so he could definitely do a good run there. We're looking at Lazard and Leclerc, literally towing, Leclerc giving Lazard a tow there, moving out of the way. Is that a tactic evidence? It might be in a party together, you never know. Because Lazard going towards the last corner. That gets the car nice and neatly. 29.6. Good lap there from Lazard. Let's have a look. Helias Raptis. We've got a few other cars coming across the line now. Chris, our world champion, 32.9. Very good lap for him at the moment. We've got Helias Raptis about to come across the line. And he'll set a good time of a 1 minute 29.9. Good lap stuff from him. Of course, these are all their banker laps, right? They are going to go get faster and faster as it develops. So, what times have you seen as these drivers do today?
Considering that B-Stars has already set 29.2, I think we're all set for a sub 29 time over here.
I could definitely see that as well. Si, also this is a track that you've won, and actually this is a track where you got your third win of the season. I mean, you couldn't ask for better. Like you said in our interview on Monday with me and Ted, that you couldn't ask for a better start to the season. We go to Holland next week. Are you still on high hopes for Holland?
No, mate, definitely. I keep my expectations low because it tends to mess up with your entire mindset when it doesn't go your way. So I keep my expectations low, and I try to do my best on race day. And Conrad getting a cheeky toe from, I don't know which car over there, but he's approaching the hairpin as we speak.
Let me just say, it was a car. It was a car. He got a tow from a car. I believe it might be Lazard because it's a blue Red Bull colored car.
Yeah.
So it must have been Lazard. Here goes Conrad towards the line, 29.5, second place for the Haas driver, and Nadim's in third place as well. The man from GP2 showed us quality today, real good stuff. F1 Dobby going round the hairpin turn, and he headed towards the final corner. Very easy corner to validate your time sight is that last corner. You've got to be so precise through there.
Definitely. I mean, if you break a bit late, you tend to go off track and invalidate it. You break little early, you would still invalidate if you cut the corner. So it's a very precise corner that you need to take to optimize your lap time.
Looking at Fruitful. Going through turn 3. Yes,
Dobby has set at 29 flat.
Yeah, he did it. That was on his actual first run. So Dobby, very good time. I did see that, but I was in the middle of asking a question, but fair enough. Well done, F1 Dobby, 29.0. 2 tenths faster than Beastas. Beastas, real good showing at the start side. Real good start to his GP1 debut.
Definitely. Maybe it's one of his favorite tracks, or maybe there's still some good quick guys who need to set their laps, and we got Rappy, GF4, Lex 16, Fruitful. So yeah, maybe what we are seeing right now is just a preview, and there's more to come from this GP1 driver.
Indeed. So we've got 2 comments in, and that is Mansell says evening to you too, my man. And Jordan Newman says hi guys. Well, hello to you too, Jordan Newman. Nice to see you in the stream. So Fruitful going through towards the final 2 corners. Going out of the hairpin, and now he's coming towards the pits. Not gonna, and Fruitful very close to hitting the wall there, almost in a Hamilton moment. Let's have a look at Lost Souls.
Ironic sets as purple sector 2.
Let's have a look
at I'll be watching him.
Let's have a look at him because he's down the back straight. This is gonna be the most popular overtaking zone on the track side by miles.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the most. I mean, you've got the least risk over here if you get your DRS right and you stay within 4 to 5 tenths of the car ahead.
And Lyronix goes in. Lyronix bails. Very interesting strategy for the GP1 drivers. They're not. Are they scared? Then are they? Is it because they don't want to set the time on? Excuse me. Don't want to set the softs and go mediums?
I've seen this even in yesterday's race as well, that some of the guys favored the medium to hard strategy over the soft to hard strategy, because the medium hard, it gives you flexibility in case there is an early safety car, you needn't pit.
Sanchevitz invalidates. Unlucky to hear. Let's have a look at Beastas going through the second sector, going through the double left-hander. Such a satisfying corner is that double left-hander as Beastas comes through towards one of the most important parts of the track is this part here, because you need a very good launch coming out of this corner and hitting the back straight. So Beastas flies through onto the back straight, it's going to hit top speed around 210, 250 miles an hour as he heads towards the heavy braking zone. And that is that deadly hairpin. Slows down the car, cuts the hairpin nicely, runs the car out wide to try to get maximum speed possible. Now towards the final corner. How is he going to cut? Beautifully done. Oh, he's running wide. Oh, he's spun off. Oh, he's crashed out. Beastas is out to quali. Oh, that's such a shame. Beastas is out.
I think he was going to improve there by at least a 10. By the way, he improved in the first 2 sectors, and it's unfortunate that he lost it. You see another car that almost lost it there.
SF1 Nadine, the GP2 world champion. Towards going to get a tow from his teammate.
This is brilliant teammate. This is brilliant teamwork from them.
The Haas guys doing a very good smart job of getting each other the tow. Nadine goes down towards the hairpin as he now flies towards the final corner. Oh, almost trying to keep those all four wheels within the white lines. Goes into 29.066. Very nice stuff there from Nadim. As Lazard's going. Also Lazard, the Red Bulls are Tony and Lazard are towing. Very good stuff from Red Bull. That looks like there's a lot of teamwork going out here, so real good to see.
Yeah, I think the margins are so close over here that the 1 out of 10 that you get from the tow, it's really important in getting that grid position at the race start.
Yeah, so indeed. So also we got in Morris Pizza. Interesting watching GP1 as a GP2 driver, and Haas goes, no way, just bottled it so bad. Don't worry, Beast Haas. He's still in third place. There's still a long way to go yet, but you never know. You never know. Let's have a look at ASF1 Conrad. Going to get past his teammate Nadim. Going into the long left, into that long right-hander. 10th slower than his previous, but I think he can improve a little bit better. Let's see how he does around this long. This is such a crucial corner, Si, in qualifying, because you need that run going onto the back straight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you get a good exit out of that corner, you would achieve at least a 10th or 2 on the straight.
And Conrad breaks very hard going into the hairpin. Now flies towards the last corner. Into the corner he goes. Nicely done on the exit. And he'll set a 129.3. So a bit faster than Leclerc. So Conrad doing very well. Instead of Leclerc, he's validated. So let's have a look at any other drivers. Los Sols?
I think we've got Samad on a lap. No, he isn't.
Is that Los Sols is on a run? Morris P says Nadim will win at Haas for the win. You never know. Nadim can. It looks like he's very strong around here.
Tony sets a 30.8 on mediums and he just drops to P10. He was P8 earlier.
Tommy goes to the 28s. Tommy has gone into the 28s. The GP1 leader has gone into the 128s. Impressive there from F1 Dobby. The track is starting to rubber a lot now with all these drives rubbering in this track. Lost Souls, can he do something about it? But what a lap from F1 Dobby, Si.
I think that's a brilliant lap, but I'm really interested to see if Tony would be setting a fast lap on soft, because he's already achieved a 30.8 on mediums, and the tire delta between the soft and mediums is about 1.5 seconds. So he could be easily able to be top 3, top 4 over here.
And let's have a look at Chris, our world champion for GP1, our reigning world champion, is behind his teammate of Axel BGN. The Germans are, well, I don't think the Germans, the German team is going to do some slipstreaming. So here comes Chris, here comes Axel, flying down towards the hairpin as they both slipstream. Now Axel, beautifully orchestrated from the Mercs, beautifully orchestrated as Chris swings past his teammate and towards the line. Here comes Chris, flies through onto the rumble strips, onto the line, and he'll set a good time on 29.8 on mediums. That'll set Chris up very nicely for the race if he stays there.
Yeah, I mean, even if he starts the race on P10, he's got a really good tire advantage starting on those mediums.
Oh, Tony's retired, Si.
That's interesting. Maybe he doesn't want to start in the top 10, and that's his strategy, to start out at top 11 and have that tire advantage.
You did the same. You did the same in
Vietnam, but
yeah, Vietnam. Yeah, you did the same.
but Vietnam, it was a situation where I couldn't get a lap, and it wasn't a deliberate attempt at doing that. So, but yeah, thankfully it worked for me.
Yeah. Let's have a look at any others on the lap. Let's go back to Lost Souls. Lost Souls. All over the place, all over the show. And being Lost Souls, not being very careful. So hopefully Lost Souls can calm down slightly. Hopefully. Lost Souls was retired from the session. Hopefully he can calm down, hopefully. Hopefully. So let's have a look at any other drivers. Nadim is on an outlap. Conrad on an outlap. Sanchevitz invalidated lap.
So I think now we are seeing the final runs from the drivers, and I really think some of the drivers are deliberately trying a medium to hard strategy, and that might actually work.
So also, if you want to know whoever's watching, when the stream's done, if you want to watch us back, if you want to join us in SFR, please find us on Grid Finder on Facebook. If you type in Grid Finder on Facebook, and if you find SFR, you'll just press that link in the Discord, and you'll be welcomed to join us on Discord. So if you want to find us, check out Grid Finder to check, and you'll find us very easily. And we have been certified by Grid Finder, which is good to see. So let's have a look at the team. Let's have a look how he does through his run here. His final run here in GP1. Let's check out his lap. Go through turn number 1 into turn number 2. This corner feels so long in an F1 car. It's ridiculous. Into turn 3. Brings the car wide.
Oh, he goes slightly wide there.
It's aborted.
No, I think it's abandoned. It's aborted, yeah.
Oh, unlucky there. He got a bit too deep into turn 3. That's pretty much what's happened, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think right behind him we got Conrad, who's on his final run.
Let's have a look at the other Haas driver, his teammates. And that's ASA4 Conrad.
He loses it slightly coming out of turn 3, but he still holds it. And he improves by 200 for the first sector.
22 thousandths of a second is ASF1 Conrad, faster than his previous at the moment. Flies through this swooping, beautiful section of corners of Sector 2. I love Sector 2 side, such a satisfying sector.
Yeah, especially if you get the corner entry right, it's such a beautiful section of the track.
It's not a beautiful section for Conrad because he is 5 thousandths down than his previous. F1 Dobby's on his lap now. We're looking at SF1 Conrad. He's going to get a tow from his teammate. This is smart from Haas. If Nadine Zavala has backed off, why not give his teammate the tow? As SF1 the team and Conrad slipstreaming towards the final few corners. Conrad flying through into the hairpin, brings the car out wide. Now puts on the put down, put the power down, put his foot to the floor, pedal to the metal. Oh no! Oh no! SF1 car got all wrong. So it's what about the Williams drivers? Leclerc's on the lap. He's a tenth faster. The Dobby is 60 thousandths of a second faster than his previous. F1 Dobby wants to go even faster. Dobby is literally a new man in GP1, and he's taking this by the scruff of the neck. Here comes Dobby, flies through into the last corner, and Dobby will definitely go faster than his previous. But, oh no, he is not. He just misses out on his best. But here goes Leclerc. He's behind Lazard right now. Lazard's on the lap.
Leclerc has set up purple sector 2. It'll be interesting to see what he gets at the final.
No, he's not going to do it.
Invalid. Are we jinxing the drivers, Oliver?
You're jinxing them a bit too much. Yeah, Axel BGN has cancelled his lap. What about Fruitful? Fruitful's invalidated. That's it. Qualifying's done. Wow. Beast Haas gets third on his debut, Si.
Yeah, I think that's a very strong quali from him. But yeah, the most impressive has definitely been Dobby. Let's not forget that he is the championship leader without a win, so he will be eager to get a win to his name.
F1 Dobby. Yeah, he hasn't even scored a win yet, and he's the Champions League leader. That's incredible. So F1 Dobby gets pole here in China, where SF1 the team showing his form back once more in second. Beast Tass on his debut gets third. Raptis gets fourth. Conrad's in fifth. Leclerc in sixth. Lazard in seventh. Melamela in eighth. Chris in ninth. And Lyronis in 10th. Axel BGN in 11th. Walbig in 12th. Rampy in 13th. Sanchez in 14th. Fruitful 15th. Saman 16th. Tony 17th. Jensen, a bit of a poor show in qualify. He wants to improve more in the race. Clarkey 19th and Lost Souls in P20. Chat if you want to put in your predictions in for your top three. Si, who is your top three for China?
I think it would be Dobby, Chris, and I can't pick the third one. Maybe Nadeem. Dobby, Chris, and Nadeem. Those three are my picks.
Hmm. We've got a bit of a cloudy day for the race. Looks like it's going to stay dry, though, I must admit. It looks like it's going to stay dry. Doesn't see any threat of rain around, but depends what the dry... Now, if you was the bottom 11, Sai, what tyres you would go for? You go hard or you go medium?
No, I think I would definitely go for a medium. It's a no-brainer to start on mediums because uh, the soft day out in 6 laps, and you never know if there will be a safety car of some sort. So whenever that happens, you would see all the soft runners in, and the medium runners would have the advantage as they can lead the pack and get a clear air.
And if people are starting on medium tyres and are in the top 10 side, it's a huge advantage because one, you're going to get much more durability, and two, it opens up your strategy a bit more.
Definitely. I mean, that's why I picked Chris for the top three because he's starting P9 on those mediums, and I'm really looking forward to see the way he cuts through the field after lap 4, lap 5. I think he would struggle till lap 3 or lap 4, but after that, it would be advantage Chris all the way.
Uh, let's have a look at... Maurice has said, Dobby, Nadeem, Merc on mediums. Yes, I know. Yes, we have noticed the Mercs. Let's have a look at the tyres. Let's have a look what the tyres of the drivers have gone for. Oh, very interesting. So we've got 4 guys on the hard. So very interesting to see there. Very interesting. So we've got, who we got in the hard? So we've got Azerbaijan hards, Sanchevitz hards, Fruitful hards, and Tony is on the hard tyres. So bit of mixed strategy, Si. Very, very interesting to see.
Yeah, I think the hard runners are really not expecting a safety car or some sorts because they really want to be on those hards till lap 20 and then put on the softs and go for that final run. That's also a good strategy to get the fastest lap.
Indeed so. So F1 Dobby. Good start for him right now in the Chinese Grand Prix, starting on pole. Let's see if he can convert this pole into it, but he's got very fast drivers behind it. F1 Nadeem, SF1 Beast Haas, Helios Raptis, Conrad, Leclerc, Lazard, Melamema, and don't forget the media runners on player factor of Chris and Lyronix will be in there as well. Axel BGN will be hopefully, I mean, pray not for a safety car not to mess up his strategy. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all plays out. F1 Dobby is approaching the hairpin as they all lining up for this Chinese Grand Prix. Even though it's a good, easy circuit, it's a very hard circuit on tyre size, so soft runners will have to try and pull out a gap or someone to beat to somehow try and pull a gap on those medium and hard tyre runners.
I won't be surprised if the soft runners try undercut and pit on lap 4 or lap 3 because the undercut over here is pretty strong, especially if you're on the soft. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the soft runners pit on lap 4 or lap 3, to be honest.
Round 4 of the championship. Don't forget, we're going to Holland into next week, starting on Monday. But this is GP1 in China. This is the Prime Division. The Premier Division. Lost Souls is putting his McLaren onto the last row of the grid. What's going to happen when he hits turn 1 and 2? Hopefully no drama. We've got the green flag behind us. We've got the lights on red. And when they go out, I'll say, buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go racing in China as F1 Dobby gets a good start.
Gets a brilliant start over there at the back.
And Rapid gets a good start. Beast Task goes into second with F1 Nadeem on the inside. Look at SF1 Nadeem down the inside. Look at this free wide going into turn number 3 as Beast Task goes trying to squeeze in on Nadeem. But we got on the McLaren go very loose. That was Helios Raptis with a fantastic save. As look at as we got has made contact with the Ferrari Manama. Collecting the base racing point on Beast Heart, and that's not going to help well with downforce as Conrad gets on the inside on Leclerc as they go side by side through the long right-hander, go approaching the double left, and they get the move done. Absolutely brilliant start there for Leclerc. but Rappy in P10. We've got a car. Conrad spun off. Conrad has spun off in the hats, and he'll go straight down to last. Lost Souls and Helios Raptis. The Boomer Clouds really dropping down the order. Beast has right now. Again, Atsu swarmed by Nadim. Nadim right now looking left, looking right, trying to break that toe. Well, trying to keep the toe with Beast Ass. Look at the cars, literally follow each other for slipstream as F1 Dome pulls out a 1.5 second gap. No safety car in lap 1, which is good to see. Melima on the inside of Chris. Chris gets a good drive though coming out of the corner, and it goes into the last corner. Melima will have to pit for a new front wing as F1 Dobby sets the first lap and the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, as the lobby does its very judicious dance as the lobby's still fixing itself. Rappy on those medium tyres into 5th place with Warbeak in front of us, well, also on medium tyres. If you're a medium tyre runner side, this is a dream start.
Yeah, Chris has just made one position on the medium, but the biggest loser of all have been Raptors and Conrad. They've lost 13 and 14 positions.
Very good, sensible lap 1 though. Very sensible lap 1. In and there's a few argy-bargy moments. It's a very sensible lap 1.
Yeah, I think especially the top 10, the top 11, they're going to be in a DRS train for the first 4-5 laps. So the gaps are less than a second, except for Beast Haas, if I'm not wrong, who has about 1.4 seconds behind.
There's a car going wider. That was Warbeak going very wide as Rappy swings around the inside. Rappy, of course, was one of the championship contenders last year. Wants to make amends for that this year. Look at this as Warbeak closes more and more on Rappy's Renault. Rappy using the ERS to kit away from the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo Warbeak hard on the brakes, trying to get past Rappy. Carry on.
Oh no! Both the McLarens just overtake Sanchez and one of them lose their end plates. I think it's lost Souls.
What is he playing at? Almost collecting his teammates. Lost Souls, no. Behave yourself,
that
buddy.
Was quite messy.
Lost Souls, we're watching. Okay, so let's go back to the leaders. Hopefully Lost Souls can behave himself, hopefully. So let's have a look at the leaders. The leaders right now, they're pretty in line astern. Nadim has got a 1.4 second lead over Beast Haas. So for Dobby's side, this is perfect because he will not get DRS from Beast Haas, can't get the DRS from him. Perfect start for Dobby.
Yeah, Dobby is absolutely flying. I think this is one of his favorite tracks, and he's really standing out to show why he is the championship leader.
And we got yellow flag, centre 2, oh no, that can't be Conrad. That can't be Conrad. It can't be him. No, can't be him. Yeah, it is Conrad. It's Conrad Haas. Dream qualifying. Terrible racing for him.
I think it's absolutely Kumto's tire because he's got absolutely no grip.
Oh,
I hope he doesn't get a DSQ because he stopped the car on the track. No, he moves on now.
Let's have a look at him. Yes, he's still running, which is good to see. Let's go to Lyronics. Actually, no, let's go to Fruitful down the inside of Axel BGN. Axel BGN holding on. Fruitful trying to get the drive out of the corner as Axel BGN and Fruitful still fighting. And I think Fruitful's got the position done. Now he will with the DRS. And look at this down the inside. It's Jensen getting past Axel BGN. Beautiful stuff. But Axel BGN gets past them, both of them. Beautiful stuff for Axel BGN. Beautiful driving. Gets past the both of them in one singular motion. Great move from Axel BGN there.
I think you got to give it to Fruitful and Axel BGN for able to keep Jensen behind, who's on mediums. Both of them are on hards.
True. And first of all, BGN, P10 on hards. That is really impressive right now. Really taking advantage of what's happening in front of him. As Conrad retires into the pits. Let's have a look at the leaders. There's F1 Dobby with a 2.2 second advantage over the top over these guys. Absolutely flying is F1 Dobby. He's really trying to put a gap for the pit stops, isn't he?
Absolutely. and and except for B stars, the rest of them are within a DRS range. So it'll be interesting to see if they can get some overtakes done. We've got Chris who's already moved up to P5 on those mediums.
Hard on the brakes, it is. There's Warbeek and Lyronics. There is Jensen behind. And look at that, Warbeek gets past Lyronics pretty easily as Axel BGN still holds off Jensen and Fruitful. Rapid gets in front of Warbeek. That's Lazard pitting. Very early stop for Lazard, but I think he's listened to you, so I think he's pulling for the undercut.
Yeah, I think, like I said, there'll be guys who will be pitting on lap 4, lap 5, so it'll be interesting to see what once Lazard is out and the soft runners pit, if he gets a genuine advantage or not. Lazard on hard as he speaks, so he's going till the end on those tracks.
So right now, it is a very, very aggressive track on times due to the fact of the long corners around here, long high-speed corners. Is that because the grading factor is so big? Is that actually, before I carry on, the Demon just gone past Beast Haas. As we got Leclerc right behind him as well. This is what I was mentioning about Sai. Is it the grading factor? Is it very aggressive around this track, I wonder?
Yeah, I think with the cloud cover, I expected the temperatures to drop a bit. That should help the tire life just a tad, but Beastar seems to be struggling on the soft at the moment because the rest of the pack is all over him.
As the Dean trying to pull away from Beastas, Leclerc. This is a great sign of forward back in the Williams as Leclerc clubs it, closes, and Chris is right behind him in that Mercedes. But look at Leclerc closing and look at Beastas as well. This is full position and they all stay where they are as Leclerc trying to get a little bit of a tighter line, trying to get a better exit out better than Beastas will. Beastas gets away. Very good start. Leclerc's in. Leclerc is in the pits for his scheduled stop. Right, 3 more guys on the soft tyres. Look at F1 Dobby, 3.5 seconds right now. Really pulling away for these guys. Is it due to the fact these guys are fighting?
Yeah, I think it definitely has to be the factor that these guys are fighting, and he on the other hand had clear air and he never had to defend even once.
Chris right now having a look at Beast Haas, literally pushing the racing point, through round the hairpin turn. Very good stuff there as Chris is showing his authority on those medium compound tyres. But we need to make a fact of Axel BGN side. He's on those hard tyres, lying in 8th place at the moment. We can't count him out because he's in a very good position right now for very, very good points today.
He's showing some promising pace on those hards, and not just him, including Fruitful. Of course, Fruitful is slightly behind, but Axel and Fruitful, they're showing some promising pace on those hards.
So right now, you can't call a winner.
Definitely.
As I say that, here goes Chris down on the inside of Beast Haas. Look at Rappy still in the slipstream from Chris. These two were fighting for the championship last year. As Rappy tries to switch back move, Chris will try and squeeze him towards the last turn. Rappy will get a bit of exit. Beautiful. As Nadine gets a penalty. For what? For going into the pits? That's a bit mad. That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
Bit unfair.
Really wonder what really happened to him, to be honest.
And look, and now we got one soft tyre remaining to go. That's F1 Dobby. Right now, no major incidents at the moment. So these GP1 guys showing a real class act of being patient and showing real good racing right now.
Yeah, I am really interested to see in which lap Dobby pits, because he's got that luxury to go on a extended stint because he's got nobody right now behind him. So the threat of undercut is not there on him. He could really maybe fetch a lap or two extra on those softs.
Indeed so. Of course, the sun is starting to come outside, so the track temperature is going to start to heat up. That's not going to help the tyres any way, shape or form, isn't it?
Yeah, right now I think it should be advantage for the medium runners, because the tyres would start to come alive around this point. Lap 6 is the time where they'll start to come alive, and also the hard runners.
So look at that, Chris, right now. riding on board with the Merc driver as he comes through. Dobby is decided to go into the pits. That is it for Dobby. His soft time stint is over as Rampy picks up a penalty for cutting the last corner, or possibly going right at the last corner. So Rampy effectively takes the lead of the race. So Rampy is now the leader, but now where's the for Dobby going to come out? Where's he going to come out on one day? He's coming out in around 10th place. From the looks of things, no, it's P11. So good gap there, good gap spotted for Dobby there. Real good gap to his teammate Leclerc. So Dobby, see now, he's in a very good position to win this race. He's got a real good gap, a very good clean air around him.
Yeah, he's actually come ahead of all the soft runners who pitted before him. So yeah, like I said, the threat of undercut wasn't really there for him.
So Rafi effectively leads the Grand Prix. Ahead of Chris, ahead of Warbeek. Nyronis Jensen, Axel BGN. Fruitful Lost Souls. Tony right behind him. Clark is 5.9 behind, well, 6 seconds behind Tony, so he's just running his own race at the moment, but he can catch up now. Let's have a look at Chris trying to take on Rapi. Mercedes versus Renault. Closing in slowly. 0.6 of a second. DRS activated. Now the gap is going to close. And close slightly. 0.4 now into the hairpin turn. Rapi holds on even more. He's doing a very good job at the moment. Keeping hold of his lead at the moment. Doing what he needs to do. Good on-board shot with Rapi with Chris's nose on the Merc. Now they come towards turns 1 and 2. This corner side feels like an eternity to get around.
Yeah, definitely. And Dobby is actually 19 seconds to the leader, which means he is actually in the pit window of Rapi. So even if Rapi pits now, Dobby is going to overtake him.
Yeah, because Dobby, at the moment, yeah, like you said, 19 seconds behind the leader. So right now, Dobby's doing an incredible job of picking the right spot to pick for the new tyres and going to take the lead of the Grand Prix because he tied the slots so perfectly.
Yeah, I think only a safety car can spoil his strategy right now. There's nothing else that can stop him. Let's also not forget Axel, Bijan and Fruitful, who are on the reverse strategy of hard.
That's true.
So, because they would definitely come out on soft, whereas the medium runners would be forced to come out on the hard. So, Axel and Fruitful, they will be the ones to watch out for.
So you think Axel and Fruitful might challenge Dobby?
Yeah, there's a good chance that they would chase him because the softs are so fast around here, and especially because they would be on the final stint. The car is much lighter, and the tire wear would not be as high as it was in the initial stint of the race. So they could actually pit maybe on lap 19 or lap 18 and take them to the end.
That's true, because you think about it, the tire degradation is not only because of the track, it's the fuel load as well, because these cars are full on fuel. That's exactly weighing the car down and pushing the tires onto the road even harder. So as the cars get lighter and lighter, the lighter the punishment of the tires will get. So yeah, that's a very good point there, Si, of the fuel loads that the car gets. The lighter it goes, the lighter is going to go on the tires. So Lyronics closing in on Warbeek. Quite sensible stuff in the drives. It's a bit of a train at the moment, like you said, Si. Bit of a DRS train going on at the moment right now. So right now these guys are just waiting out at the moment. We're at this part of the race side that includes the GP1 standards. Right now they're just biding their time at the moment, aren't they? They're not really pushing as much.
Yeah, this is a division where very tight margins would give you advantage over your opponents, and the drivers know that all of them are very much closely paced, so there's no point in stretching your tires and pushing them hard just to get one overtake done, because they are playing the long game. They're thinking about running on the track for the next 18 laps, and that's what they're looking at.
Oh, we just got confirmation from Conrad. It says, guys, not feeling well, couldn't even put one clean lap in. Quality was actually a disaster for me, and the race was worse. The way I'm feeling, I would just cause a crash. So unlucky there for Conrad Hopefully it gets well better side. Get well soon to Conrad. So, Lyronics. Closing, so let's have a look at Fruitful and Axel BGN, because this is a little fight going on, a little scrap. Finally, we get a little scrap going on here between Axel. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Axel BGN get a little switch move on Fruitful, where Fruitful's got the inside line. So Axel BGN went to step behind the Alfa Romeo, and the Alfa Romeo car sticks out of the Mercedes. Good work there from Axel BGN trying to close in on Fruitful, but that is position gain for Fruitful, and on those hard tyres. He wants to make progress. So it looks like Fruitful wants to push more on his hard tyres than he wants to.
Yeah, these two fighting is actually a good news for Dobby, because these two fighting would actually make them lose time, and they would have that disadvantage towards the end of the race. So,
but the bad news is Fruitful's now pulling away.
Yeah, so maybe Axel has just backed off a bit because he knows there's a DRS straight coming ahead. So maybe he's just backed off a bit and he'll try to make another lunge over here.
Maybe. So the top five at the moment, Linus Stern of them, but not really making a push. But actually, speaking of which, is Rappy close to Is Rappy close to Chris? Yes, he is even more so. So he's closer than ever now. 3 tenths per second between the two. 10 laps. So Rappy and Chris comes in. Chris will come in for hards. No doubt about that. Chris will now come onto the hard tyres now. And we're in the pit window. Hard tyres for Chris. F1 Dobby's going to come around the last corner right now.
I think he's going to overtake 3 cars over here. Both the McLarens and the Mercedes.
And Dobby goes into 7th place. But it's all down to Fruitful and Axel BGN. Those two guys will be the main fight to Dobby. So they need to pull off a gap.
Yeah, they definitely need to pull on a gap right now. They need to stop fighting with each other and they need to pull on a gap. But of course, they're not teammates, so we really can't stop them from fighting.
Yes, that's true.
I just realized it as I said.
Yeah, less of that the better. As we got Lazard and Beast Haas. It's fighting on Lazard and Beast Haas. And they got Nadim in front of him as well. So this is the battle for 10th, 11th, and 12th. There's F1 Dobby Leclerc. The Williams drivers did very... right now the Williams guys looking very strong right now. So you never know, side. Can we actually see a Williams double podium maybe?
Yeah, that's very much possible because Leclerc is only 3 seconds behind Dobby. So if we can maintain that gap, I think we could see a Williams double podium over here.
So, and as you can see, we've got a little fight going on, but that is Lazard, and that is Lazard and Nadim side by side, going to the hairpin. That's a switchback move there for Lazard. The cheeky switch back, and they're going to side by side going to the last corner. Good racing between the two of them. But right now, Nadim's got the DRS on Lazard. Now they thunder towards turn number 1. Can he get the move done? Going into turn 1, DRS out of it. There's Rappy in front of him. They've been too busy fighting. Rappy's got in front of this lot. And look at Beast Task go down the inside of Nadim. Nadim's got all out of sorts. Now he's got Jensen beside him. Beast Haas is looking very interested. And on the team as this race is picking up now, Si. This race is picking up as Beast Haas goes down the inside of Nadim, but now Jensen trying to get the run out of Beast Haas, side by side between the two Racing Point drivers, and Jensen's get past his teammates. Good racing for the Racing Point drivers. Beast Haas has got Warby behind him.
Warby trying to have a cheeky look over there on Beast Haas.
Yeah, I agree. This is a good fight. Real good fight at the moment.
This division is actually too close for comfort, mate. I gotta admit that.
Get your eyes closed.
There's no time to blink, literally.
No, GP1 standards, no. So, Jensen on Nadim. Overtake mode active. Gets to the inside, and we've got another fight going, and that is Nadim and Beast Task. And Beast Task will got to stay defensive. And look at this
Beast
shoving.
Task actually plays this card brilliantly. to defend
Oh,
Volby.
look at this. He's side by side into the turn one at the last corner. Warby gets the job done. Beautiful move from Warby for the last corner.
Yeah, I think Beastars being on the outside, he had to give that position up to Volby.
As Lyronix pits into this trainer car, so that's not what Lyronix wanted. It's to be in this trainer car, so that's not going to help him out a bit.
Yeah, I think that's essentially the fight for P7 at the moment, P8.
Yeah, pretty much. All these guys are scrapping out as F1 Dobby chilling out in that 4th place position. So F1 Dobby just chilling at the moment. Chris is actually doing very well at the moment. Has he stopped? He has.
Chris has pitted on lap 10 on the hard. And yeah, this is interesting. Chris within 3 seconds of the gap on 4 lap pressure hards. So
Chris can
I
challenge.
don't know how much advantage. Yeah, Chris is in a position to challenge.
Clark is out! Clark is out! Oh, it says we got a virtual safety car. So we got a virtual safety car. Where are Fruitful and Axel BGN? There they are. Fruitful and Axel are pitting underneath the virtual. And Tony. This is a sigh of relief.
Yeah, but it would be interesting to see when the virtual safety car ends. If it ends before these guys cross the pits, before Dobby crosses the pits.
It's ended now. Dobby's gonna get past this now. Oh, Fruitful, what's happened to you? Fruitful's gone on inters.
No.
He's done a hammer cat. Fruitful's done a hammer cat. Oh no! Fruitful's...
He'll be absolutely gutted. He's got no grip at all.
Oh no! You've just got to be kidding me. Oh man. Talk about peaks eye.
I think he's been shuffling through the tires a lot, maybe. And he ended up being on.
Oh, look at this. Now I see Tony and Beastars fighting side by side. And look at that switchback move there for Tony. And, well, Fruitful's not happy. Not happy being on those inters. Well, unfortunately, it happens in racing side, especially in esports. You get the tyres wrong, it's going to be punishing. And it's just punished there for Fruitful, isn't it?
Fruitful will be absolutely gutted at this moment.
He was running a strong race as well. Don't forget that he was running a strong race. He was actually in contention to challenge F1 Dobby. So, oh, that's so gutting. And look at Jensen Lazard. Jensen Lazard battling for 5th, going down the inside, side by side between the two of them. As look at this, Jensen shoves Lazard completely out of the way towards the last corner. That's brilliant. You know what? I'm going to go through. I'm going to shove you onto the curb. Beautiful stuff. That's aggressive.
And Jensen sets the fastest lap with a 1:33.3.
That's for good measure. That's lit on the stat, that is.
You know, this might actually also show that Jensen's tires have light up right now and he's going to be on charge. Maybe try to close the 1.6 seconds gap on Rappy.
Yeah. And speaking of Leclerc's on the back of this lot. Oh, Fruitful, yeah, I don't blame him. I really don't blame Fruitful for retiring. Bless him. He was doing so well. Oh, man. My heart goes out to him. He put the wrong tyre in the wrong place at the wrong time, and then it punished me. But now, Chris, Leclerc, Rappy. These two are back
Leclerc is within DRS.
Yeah.
Leclerc is within DRS range of Chris, so this back straight should be interesting to see if Leclerc can make the move on Chris.
And you know,
have you also got Rappy?
Yeah, you know who this is going to help out though? It's the leader. It's going to help him out even more because these two are going to go into a scrap. And Rappy looks a lot closer to Leclerc than Leclerc looks a lot closer to Chris. Oh, Rappy hard on the brakes! So close to contact! Axel BGN and Lazard are fighting. Lazard's going backwards. Leclerc's going forwards. Remember, you know this reminds me of something. This is Leclerc of old. When he first came to SFR, when he revives. Oh, Chris disqualified! You're joking!
Chris had a drive-through. It didn't even show up on my screen.
Chris had a
When did
drive-through.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Chris is out of the reigning world champion, out of the Chinese Grand Prix. Oh man, what more can throw up, Si?
So yeah, the race director does show that Chris got a drive-through on lap 14, but it really didn't show up on the
We must have missed it.
penalty screen. Yeah.
We must have missed it. We did not know that Chris had a penalty of a drive-through penalty of sorts. That's such a shame.
No, but it actually shows DT, right? I mean, the way we have
Robbie
this
gets out
black
of
and red
shape.
flag.
So the Williams guys of Leclerc and Dobby. Yeah, so SF1 Esports said Chris got a drive-through pen. Yes, he must have done. He must have done. Oh, that's such a shame.
Is it possible that he forgot the drive-through in the heat of the fight?
Possibly.
Yeah, he just got maybe too carried away with the fight that he forgot about the drive-through.
We just missed it. We just missed the message, I think. Never mind.
Yeah.
We miss some, we lose some. We see some, we... Oh, you know. You know me and I'll say to go to shut up now. So the Red Bulls are fighting now of Tony and Lazard. Let's go to Axel BGN and Jensen. Axel BGN right now looking strong on those medium tyres. Can they go to the end, Ozai? Can they go to the end?
Yeah, the mediums can do 14-15 laps. So, but the last 2-3 laps might be a struggle. But yeah, he should be able to cover the 1.2 second gap to Rappi on those mediums.
And the thing is that Rappi is fighting Leclerc. This is going to help out Axel BGN very, very much.
Yes.
So, Axel BGN closing slowly on Rappi. Rappi is very close to Leclerc. Because Leclerc's on 11 lap old hards, but can they go to the end, Si? 11 lap old hards? Can they go to the end? I don't know.
Yeah, because the software strategy gives a life of about 22 laps. So, 10 laps from now, it's very much doable on the hards.
The F1 Dobby's got a 4.3 second lead as Leclerc literally trying to break the toe. That is one move. You can't move anymore. As Rappi closes on Leclerc, goes down to the inside, side by side between the two. They both go locking up. Axel BGN looks on. Leclerc's fighting back. No, Rappi gets through to take the second place position away from Leclerc.
Leclerc will have the DRS now.
Indeed so. So Leclerc can fight back. Can he fight back, I wonder? As they close in Rappi, they go towards turn one. Rappi has it covered. Leclerc has to stay in that third place position. And now, Rappi gets a bit too wide into turn two. Oh, but Leclerc sticks it, trying to stick where his notice shows. SF1 Esports says he was speeding to the safety car. It showed. I tried telling you. Well, we tried. We do apologize if we miss Chris's drive through, but like I said before, we can't see everything. We tried to see everything as much as we can. So, Leclerc closing in on Rappi. The first SAF1 runner is actually the team in 10th place right now with a penalty on his hands. So Axel BGN closing slowly on Leclerc. Oh, and look! Oh, Axel BGN's got a penalty. Cut the corner a bit too much and gets the penalty. A bit of reprieve there for Leclerc. But is it going to matter though? So as Axel BGN closes it on Leclerc, overtakes him down on the inside, side by side, towards the hairpin and gets the move stick. Nicely done there for Axel BGN. And now he's going to set his sights on Rappi.
I think Leclerc can play smart over here and stay within 3 seconds of Rappi. He would still be getting that P2, so he really doesn't have to push that hard and overtake both those cars, to be honest.
So what's Axel BGN got to do now? Now he's got the 3 second penalty on his hands now. He's got to really push now, hasn't he? He's got to push.
Yes, he definitely has to overtake Rappi, and with the tire advantage, he should definitely be able to do that. But after that, he should be able to break the DRS train and then uh, make a lead of. Oh, and we see
Oh, look at Tony,
Tony
and look at
banging into
side by
Jensen.
side. Tony's just done a double move. Tony's done a double. But maybe so. Oh no, they made contact, Leclerc! Leclerc made contact with Tony! Leclerc made contact with Tony! And he's fallen down the order once more. Wow.
In a matter of turns, Leclerc from a podium finish, he dropped to P7.
And this is what you mentioned, isn't it, Si? This is what you mentioned. Small margins like that cost you big gains.
But it actually looked pretty rash from Tony, to be honest, from my point of view, because that was a very big dive bomb from him.
So Lyronics closing in on Jensen. Also BGN still holding station with Rappy, not making any gains on him at the moment. In my opinion, he has to push to get what he needs. Obviously, Tony's in contention for a podium. Jensen trying to hold on as much as he can from Lyronics. The Renault driver closing in, and so is the Racing Point. Dobby holds a 4.3 second lead. The championship leader is pretty much dominating the Japanese Grand Prix as Jensen bumps into the back of Tony's Red Bull as the Red Bull driver locks up going into turn 3, not going through turn 4. Now the approach towards turns 5 and 6. There's 5. Here comes 6, which is the hairpin. Right now, it's all about who brings first.
Yeah, I think we have reached the last 7-8 laps, and there's no more staying behind and enjoying the ride. People would now look to overtake and gain those positions as much as possible.
Indeed, so Aston BGN can it get past Rappy? He's got to do it now. If there's any chance of catching Dobby, he's got to do it now. He's got to do it. Meanwhile, that's what's going on. Let's have a look at Jensen and Lyronics. Jensen and Tony nose to tail, side by side. Move done and dusted. Look at Leclerc and Wolbig side by side between the two of them as well. They're all trained up against each other as there's 5 cars battling. Wolbig is battling away with Leclerc. Leclerc holds on as Lyronics closes in on Tony. Now down towards the main straight. DRS out of it for the both of them. Look at Leclerc and Wolbig side by side. These two are side by side. This is brilliant racing. Banging racing up by Tony side by side with Lyronics, trying to get the move done. Beautiful stuff. Leclerc does get overtaken by Wolbig as Tony gets almost get overtaken by Lyronics side by side. It's like a holding with a piece of string. It's very close. Side by side still between the two. Go for turn 6 and it's still side by side towards turn 7. This is brilliant. Absolute phenomenal racing. Look at this. They made contact, but my goodness. Oh, Tony. What a power slide for Tony. That was incredible. That was an incredible power slide for Tony. Unreal.
These two have put on a brilliant show side by side. That's how you race, guys.
This what Speed Force Racing is all about, Si, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, that was a treat to watch, the battle between Lyronics and Tony.
That was unbelievable. Aston BGN now finally strikes on Rappy as he gets down the inside of the Renault driver, and Axel BGN moves up into second. Now, with 6 laps to go, is it enough, Si? Is it enough to catch Dobby?
I think more than catching Dobby, Axel would want to make a 3-second lead on Rappy. But even Rappy has got a penalty, so all he needs to do is ensure that he's got the 3-second gap over Jensen, who is right now 2.8 seconds behind. So he needs another half a second on Jensen to ensure that he maintains that P2.
Okay, so Rappy holds on from Axel, trying to hold on to Axel BGN. Lyronics closing in on Jensen.
There's almost got a gap of 8 tenths now.
Indeed so. So, after BGN flying away now, as Laurent went a bit wide, go for the double apex wall big. Oh, Leclerc gets a whole out of shape, and now he's going to get chased down. Oh, but Leclerc was close into the back of Wallbig, very close. Very, very close between the two of them, but Wallbig holds on only just now. We can try and chase down Tony. RAC Tony. Wallbig down the back straight as the cars reach around 220 miles an hour towards the back straight. As Wallbig and Tony close and closer and close. Is Wallbig going for a move? Yes, he is. Now he's going down the inside of Tony, the Red Bull driving the Alpha. Side by side. Can he get the move done? No. Tony gets the grip and gets away. This is a phenomenal race.
The actual BGN at the moment has that 3-second gap over Jensen. So he would be looking to increase it to maybe 4 or 5 seconds to ensure that he's got that breathing space.
Indeed so. So right now, Wallbig and Jensen still swabbling for P6. As Lost Souls gets past Nadim, we got a Ferrari, which is Samad. Samad has gone off the track, is now rejoined, which is good stuff to see. And Samad retires, actually, he retires off the track. So, we got virtual. Did Samad take himself out there, Sai? Hopefully not.
I hope he didn't.
Because I did say went off, but did he take himself out? That's the question.
I think we'll leave that to the stewards and see what the outcome is.
But I'd like to see you guys taking an investigation on that. So, virtual safety car. Hopefully no one gets a drive-through at this stage of the race. Because that would be disastrous. They don't want to do an energy Dan here. They don't want to do an energy Dan.
Energy Dan, if you're listening this, please put in your comments.
If Energy Dan's listening right now watching this, he's going to say, Ollie, just shut up.
With Adobe at the moment is cruising, he knows he's got this wrapped up. He doesn't. All he needs to do is bring the car across the track and not do anything
enabled once more. No drive-throughs, as far as I know. Let's have a look. No drive-throughs. No drive-throughs. So for good stuff for the drivers. No drive-throughs. Okay.
So Axel BGN right now is 2.2 seconds behind Dobby. And with that tire advantage, we need to see if he gets close to Dobby, but he's also got the time penalty, so that will not work in his favor.
Oh, Raptis has gone out on the same corner. Raptis has gone out on the same corner. On the top, it's not a hard corner to manage, site. Are they having issues?
I don't know. Raptis is on fresher soft, so I really don't see why he should have an issue. I mean, he's on 0 lap old soft. I don't know what's wrong with that turn.
I've seen Aston BJ go for it now. It doesn't look. It's not hard of a corner. It's just a double left, which is counted as one corner. So right now, both Samad and Raptis gone off on the same corner. So hopefully they haven't took themselves out to the right of the race, because that'll be a little bit embarrassing. So we'll leave that to the stewards on that one. So we're looking at Tony and Wallbig. Tony and Wallbig side by side, going through towards the back straight. Good stuff there from Wallbig, going past RAC Tony. Leclerc right behind him. Leclerc doing what he needs to do. Oh, Tony gets all out of shape as Leclerc is looking very, 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 what's the word? I'm trying to think of it now. I can't think of any words. it's too much action packed to the race. It's too action packed to think of any words. As Leclerc Tony gets a bit too deep going into turn 2. This will give Leclerc a bit of a chance. Oh, Tony holds on. Leclerc side by side going into turn 3 as Tony holds on, but only just. Oh, he's so close, like a thin piece of paper between the two. Beautiful stuff. First they go to turn number 7 or 6. Well, lost my count of corners. I don't care. And look at this going through. Tony holds on from Leclerc. Great racing towards the inside. Brilliant.
Yeah, I think the Renaults are up for a good finish because both of them were outside the top 10 starting on the medium. So, yeah, I think they've got their strategy right with respect to the race. Rappi and Lyronix.
Indeed so. So Tony holds on. Only just. 1.8 seconds, but it's the gap between Axel BGN and Dobby. But Dobby has got the advantage of no penalties. No penalties for Axel BGN. Well, no, for F1 Dobby. So he's in a very comfortable position. Let's have a look at Lyronix and Jensen side by side. Oh, Jensen gets way too deep. Lyronix will get the switchback move, and he'll keep the place in fourth. Good stuff there from Lyronix. Renault having a very good day on the women's side. Good points for Renault today.
Yeah, and Lyronix right now looks set for a podium finish at P3.
We've got Leclerc and Tony once more. Side by side between the two going into turn one. Side by side. No force, no given. Absolute brilliant racing between the two. Oh, they make contact again. Oh, a bit. Honestly, it's not major contact, Si. So it's still hard racing. No damage, so we can forgive them for it. Side by side between the two. Going into turn 6. As Leclerc shoves Tony. Absolutely shoved him onto the curb. That was brilliant for Leclerc. He just shoved him out of the way.
I think there's no better word to describe what he did over there.
He just absolutely shoved him out. Oh, Leclerc gets it all wrong. So Tony will have a bit of another chance now. That was brilliant. He just shoved him onto the curb. It was brilliant. If you shove me, I'll shove you back. My word. As Leclerc tries to break the toe, Dobby's about to complete the final lap of the race while going onto the last lap. We're looking at this incredible fight between I don't know what you can pick like. Is it Lyronix or like? Oh, so close between Tony and Leclerc.
I really hope they don't end up playing bumper cars over here.
I'll be racing your ping pong.
Yeah. I think they would exchange some words in the chat after the race.
I know. Really what's your fight? Which is your fight at the race site? Is it Tony Lyronix or Tony or Leclerc?
I think it has to be. I think it has to be Tony Leclerc, and I think there was another fight where was it Lyronix and Jensen?
Leclerc goes wrong. Leclerc goes wrong. Tony gets down the inside. Beautiful move. Leclerc gets it all wrong, and Leclerc had to stay behind Tony. Tony gets lost up. This is brilliant. Come on, boys, go for it. Oh, Walbeek's out. No.
What happened to Walbeek there?
Walbeek's lost on the exit. Oh, Walbeek, that's such a shame.
Walbeek has really not been having good luck at the start of the season.
Nah, unfortunately for him. But Tony gets out of shape. Leclerc's fighting back. This is Leclerc's hold back, literally hold back on purposely to give Tony. Tony's going now wide on purpose because he wants DRS.
No.
Come on, you two.
Guys.
Come on, you two. Come on. We're going to get to Dobby. Let's get to Dobby right now. You keep it on them two, Si. You keep it on them two.
No, I think they're settled now.
F1 Dobby wins his first ever race of the season. Axel BGM will come home second. Lyronix will come home in third. Jensen fourth. Tony is ahead of Leclerc after all that. Absolute astonishing racing. Oh my God.
I think Leclerc had enough of it.
Can I gain access to the GP1 chat right now to have a little snoop?
Oh yeah, I can do that, wait.
Oh,
but only if you stay calm. Only if you stay calm.
I'll stay calm, mate. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
I'll keep my nose out of it. Manama gets 12. Sanchevitz gets 30. But what a race site! Absolute brilliant, close-fought racing.
Yeah, I think there was literally no gap to catch a breath. The drivers are so close on pace and strategy. It was really a good one.
But Dobby, Si, pole position and the win. Did he get fastest lap as well? Let's have a look. Fastest lap? No, he
No, I
doesn't.
don't think
Mellema
so.
got it. Mellema has got it. So, not the full house, but Dobby wins the Chinese Grand Prix. He finally gets his first win of the season and extends his championship lead at the top of the standings. What a start to the season this man is having.
So I've invited Dobby and Larynx, inviting Axel as we speak.
Sweet. So F1 Dobby wins a very eventful Chinese Grand Prix. Jensen driver of the day from the game. Some good stuff from him there. We haven't even talked about the driver of the day because there's been so much action going on. There's Dobby finally celebrating his first ever win of the season. Great work there for Dobby. And he'll be very happy with that result. No doubt about it as the drivers celebrate. As Axel BGN and Lyronix gets the podium, spraying the champagne. Good points all for the Williams team as well. Don't forget as well. Good points for Renault today as well. So, Dobby wins the Chinese Grand Prix ahead of Axel BGN and Lyronix. Jensen fourth, Rapi in fifth. Tony's back. You couldn't say Tony had a very eventful day in sixth. Beast House in seventh, Leclerc in eighth, Lost Souls ninth, Nadim in 10th, Lazard 11th, Mellema in 12th, Sanjovic 13th, Warby classified as 14th. The time runners are Raptis, Samad, Fruitful, Clarkey, Conrad, and what a disappointment for Chris as well. Disappointed day for him as well for the world champion after a very bad disqualification because of the drive-through he didn't serve. That's very unfortunate. But after 44 minutes of racing, F1 Dobby is our winner here on the fourth round of the season. So that is it, side. The Chinese Grand Prix week is over. Did you enjoy our 4 days here in China?
Yeah, I think they've been pretty eventful, especially with the track characteristics and so many strategies that can make it work. So yeah, it's been a very good racing weekend as far, I must say.
F1 Dobby has joined us. F1 Dobby, you pretty much had a very comfortable day, I could say the least, and getting your first win of the season. That's a monkey off your back. Very comfortable day out there. I wasn't expecting you to have a very comfortable day. Tell us the race, man.
Oh man, I think a lot of people went on mediums at the start, and I think that I always had in my mind I'm just going to go in softs and go for track position, and fortunately it paid off.
I mean, if I got the monkey off your back, you finally got the win that you wanted after 4 rounds of trying and extending your lead in the championship as well. This start of the season, Dobby, this is nothing but a run of podiums and a victory. I mean, what a start!
Yeah, I know. I really wasn't expecting, the start I've had for sure. But I'm really happy.
Yes, and now we got Holland coming up as well. A bit of diverse track to China. How do you feel going into Holland? A bit of a roller coaster circuit.
Yeah, I'll need to put some practice in for sure for that. It's not a track where you can just turn up and do well, I don't think. So I have to put a lot of hours in.
And think of the competition right now, Dobby, as we go out of this race. You didn't really have much competition today. Was it just a comfortable day in the office for you?
No, not at all. Well, I think Chris got that drive-through for speeding around with the VSE, and I think he definitely would have challenged for the win. When I saw him on lap 1, I think he'd made 4 positions on his mediums. I was thinking, oh dear, my strategy's not going to pay off because he's made so much at the start. But just got lucky he got the drive-through. But I would have fought quite hard against him, but didn't have to in the end, which is great news.
And what do you think? You're looking forward to the next few races now. You're on this very big high in form. I think you're pretty much the most informed driver in SFR, followed by Sai. Sonic Hawk is with me right now. I think you two are pretty much our highest informed drivers right now. I think you're pretty much the number one with the amount of consecutive podiums you had. So with this momentum going into the next few races, is any few races you're looking forward to after Holland you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I like the run of European tracks and also Canada. Spain, Canada, France, Austria, Britain, Hungary, Belgium. They're really strong tracks for me, so it's looking good.
Monaco in a few weeks as well.
Yeah, I didn't mention Monaco. That's yeah, that's damage limitation. That is. Just
wait till we get there. Then we'll see what you like.
Same with Azerbaijan, and Vietnam. Just don't have pace around these street circuits. I don't know why. Maybe I don't take enough risks up against the barriers, but it's just not how I drive. I think. Don't you think?
I think you say you're more of a circuit racer.
Yeah, definitely.
So, any words after the whole race week in China?
I don't know. I think we've had a brilliant race week here at SFR, and yeah, I'm actually glad that Dobby got his win because I know it must have been bugging his mind that he's leading the championship, but he still didn't get a win. So yeah, congrats on the win, mate.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So that is it. Our race week is over here in China. Round 4 is done and dusted. Remember, on Sunday now we are hosting our brand new GT Sport League, which is going to be very interesting. So Sunday we are hosting our very first GT Sport League division. Our admin's been working hard to get that going, so finally we're going to get that going. I'll be taking part, which is always good fun. And then after that, on Monday, we're back into Formula 1 once more as we head to the roller coaster of Zandvoort. Sai, you're looking forward to it? GP4 going again once more on Monday.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I really want to see how I fare over there because it's not one of my strong tracks. So, and yeah, there's been some chat going on in the GP4 chats that they really want to catch up to me and throw me some challenge. So yeah, I will be on my toes because there are some very strong drivers in GP4 and none of them can be taken for granted.
Let me say, I'll take the words. I'll take the words from the GP4 drivers. Okay. Hashtag Sonic Court to GP3. How about that?
Mate, I would be happy to make that move if the GP3 admins oblige. But yeah, it won't be just. Yeah, but it won't be just me. I would be taking Racing Podge along with me. So yeah, they need to make room for it.
Okay, fair enough. We'll end the stream there. Thank you for watching, guys. Round 4 is complete. Join us for round 5 of the championship as the roller coaster on Zandvoort awaits us. Join us on Monday for round 5 of the season from Speed Force Racing. It's